1, 2, 3. Yo, what's up? My name is MEWMUSE. How you doing? How you doing? And I'm gonna play this game called Call of Cthulhu by Cyanide Studios, whose games I played a couple of. I'm pretty sure they made Vampire, which is one of my favorite games because it's really bad, but also fun. And then they made another game called, I think, what was it called? It was called The Council, and it's like an occult game on some Illuminati shit. And that was actually pretty fun. I'm not done with that yet. There's a lot of parts. But that one's pretty cool too. And so I'm here to play another one of their games, which, honestly, I do this for every single fucking game. I don't know what type of game it is. I looked up how long it takes to beat for once, so that's something that I have. Oh god, I'm probably already gonna fucking regret this playthrough. But I'm having trouble with my other playthrough. My controller isn't really doing what I needed to do, and it's kind of hard to play that type of game, especially having never played it. So I'm gonna figure out some things in that game, and then I'm gonna get back on that playlist. But for now, we're gonna start this game. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not here from my channel, fuck you. You're missing out. It's not gonna make any sense. It's not gonna be in any sort of continuity. It's just gonna be a bunch of randomly thrown videos, just kind of vomited onto my channel. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I mean, I use anime clips and shit for my fucking intros, and I use famous songs, and maybe not that famous, but songs that I like, that I feel represent me. So I'm never gonna get monetized. So it's like, really, why would I give a fuck what kind of content I put out, as long as I'm having fun making the content? Because I want to let you in on a little secret. This whole thing is just so I finish games I wouldn't normally finish. I'm playing one game right now called We Happy Few. The first part of that game, I was just a dum-dum. Like, I was a dude that you wouldn't want to hang out with because you're like, man, he's boring. And now on the second part of the game, it got even worse. I'm a single mom, so I gotta do all this boring shit. And on top of that, I have a baby at home that I gotta keep going back home to feed. So I would never play that type of game if I wasn't recording it. Because once I start recording it, in very few instances do I not finish. So that's what I'm about. I don't give a fuck what you're about. But hopefully it's something cool. If not, you know, be cooler. If I'm mad, it is mercy. May God's pity the man who H.P. Lovecraft. I didn't get to read that. I'm kind of regretting this game already. Alright, I played Dead Space. I could play this. I played the new Resident Evil Village, maybe the tamest of all the Resident Evils. But if I could play those two games, I could play this. I can look left, unlike my other playthrough. So that's nice. I can spin in circles. We got this. As long as there's nothing chasing me, I ain't even fucking worried about it. Now, I don't know a lot about this studio, but I will tell you that there's this one girl that they use constantly over and over. That's the slowest crouch I've ever seen in my damn life. And she's my unofficial wife. Official for her, unofficial for me. Because, you know, I'm like the blue face that makes it work. Mainly because I'm still kind of a nice guy sometimes. I'm a little bitch boy, but, you know, I do get some girls here and there. Just depends on the anime that I'm watching. And anyway, she's my favorite one, and they've been putting her in all the games that I played from them, so I'm hoping she's in this game in some capacity. That's basically all I'm trying to say. I wish they'd get this weird fog filter off of my screen because I can't see anything. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Alright. I guess I'll just go down to the boat. They said this is a linear game, so I'm thinking that I shouldn't get lost too often, right? Yep, going back on the dock. I don't know why I thought this was going to be a steampunk game. I guess I kind of fucked that up. Oh. I needed a light to pick that up? Alright, I'm going to let it fly. It's whatever. Oh, aren't you a fucking poet? Thanks, Hemingway. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one just in case I gotta run from something. Or I can go ahead and not cut it because it won't let me.
What a putrid offering.
First off, dude, you don't even know me. Second, your whole entire home smells. Call me putrid again.
You have been chosen.
I don't want to be chosen. Alright, I'm just gonna run. Something's gonna happen.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Dude. Yo, it's so weird. Their graphics engine is so good, but yet sometimes it just feels weird. You're a fucking weirdo. Whiskey is the best. Fun fact about me, if I'm to drink whiskey. Tequila makes me sick every time. Vodka is just, I had enough of that in high school. Whiskey is the main girl. So let's have a drink to that. This will affect your destiny. Put the glass down. What?
It's been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
First off, they didn't let me know exactly how little of a fucking choice I had to make to affect my destiny. That was one sip, dude. What am I looking at here? The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They don't seem to surface from unfathomable. I got this word, don't worry about it. Unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Should I drink again? Nah, we'll try and get the good ending.
I wonder why I still take these things.
I like his voice a lot.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
It's got that grumbly, old American man type of voice.
I used to be an avid reader.
Did you now? Some books? What's
Wentworth
this?
Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Does it not? Some books?
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. husband couldn't understand it.
Alright, so this is like a detective game?
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Okay, I've had enough of you. Let's go. Let's not. Hello, whiskey department. Oh.
Private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file.
Is that Harley Quinn?
Fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Are we in Boston? I love Boston. The people there are just absolutely... What am I doing? 8 character points available. Okay. So let's read this really quick because I don't want to bore you with me having trouble figuring out the easiest things in video games. So, eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to with the power of speech. Improvising this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating people. Spot hidden. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects, and undiscovered things will appear in game. Strength. Your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors and mechanisms or using violence during physical or verbal abuses. What is this one called? Investigation. Investigation represents your investigative talents. Yes, reading out loud does help me retain the information. Leave me alone. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene, object, or picking locks. Psychology. You get in a person's head based on his shit. Analysis. You dig? Occultism, you know a couple things about this and that, but you don't really tell people you do. It's just kind of like on the low key, like some arcane shit. And then medicine, you make good drugs. That's what it is. So, what do I want to level up? Alright, first off, it's called Call of Cthulhu. We know that H.P. Lovecraft was probably in some cult. I can't confirm that. I haven't actually read an occult book ever. Or H.P. Lovecraft, but I'm pretty sure he was part of something. So we're going to level that up, and we're going to level this up, and we're going to get this to level 2 because I need it there. Oh, wait, no, we need more eloquence. This takes 1 more to get to level 2. Alright, so I'm sitting at 2 2s. I want to be pretty well-rounded as a guy. Occultism is probably going to come in handy because look at this little fucking sacred circle I got on my thing. I'm going to need occultism. What's happening? How do I get out here? Reset, add, validate. Do you really want to validate the distribution points? Yeah.
For this information, Mr. Pierce, our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you do...
Yeah, later, bitch. I'm in beautiful voice in the telephone box.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom
That
I
shit
hold
is
in
pimp.
high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl.
He dropped his guard hella quick.
She is dead.
It's like, you're right.
Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
You brought me a painting?
Carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Oh.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Yo, the sound in this game is pretty good. The graphics from the studio have always been pimp. And I'm liking it so far.
Warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Is this going to be one of the games where I got to actually like read and remember things? Okay. Hopefully I can just pull that up whenever I want. Alright, let's take a look at this. So it looks like she's about to fight off a magic card. Or maybe the swamp thing. Right after he got canceled.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Fail a skill test? How'd I fail a skill test? I just went over and I pressed the button.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. The police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I get to ask all these
You
things?
must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take this. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Okay. So, secondary, find out about Darkwater. Let me look for a fucking book. A book!
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
Got it.
But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
If you look at the picture on the right, it looks like a fucking Cthulhu type of thing. Look at it. You can see its little I almost pointed at the screen and expected you to see what I'm pointing at. But you can see the tail on the left. And you see little spiky things on its head towards the middle, along with its 4 eyes. And then it's got the little classic underwater little, as my friend back in school used to do, the little, I don't know, that sounded like I was slurping noodles or some shit. But whatever those mouth things are that lead into scary rows of teeth. Oh, that was supposed to be a creature. Maybe I should read what's on the side every once in a while. No one knows.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
I think it's hilarious that... let me get out of here. Do I need anything else? No. I think it's hilarious that people are like, yo, how did Lovecraft come up with those creatures? Like, what a fucking... Dude, how do you even... Just take a look at the fucking underwater sea creatures. That's basically his whole entire inspiration. Now, being a great author and turning those creatures into bigger creatures and then making stories around them is a totally different thing. Because if he's this famous, I'm guessing he was pretty talented at writing. But as far as the inspiration for his monsters, have you ever fucking looked underwater, dude? There's tons of weird shit. Not every animal and amphibian and bird in the world is a pigeon or a bear or a lion or a clownfish or a shark or a whale. I'm actually starting to really like this studio. I feel like I'm watching them grow up. When was this game made? Where's my phone?
We're almost there.
That's why I like it, because it's Unreal Engine. Isn't Gears of War the first game that Unreal... No, I'm probably wrong on that. It was probably like Unreal Tournament. That makes a lot more sense. My bad.
There's guys coming to unload.
Why haven't they remade Unreal Tournament? Holy shit.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzgerald.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story. We would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great pain to the blood and tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
I'll have my own look. So I just looked up Unreal Tournament. It seems like in January of this year, they shut down the servers. You know what that means? The game is dead. Nah. Usually that means that they're working on a new game and they're going to try and revive it. So that'll be something fun to look forward to. I never really played Unreal Tournament. I was more of a Time Splitters type of guy, which is also being remade.
But it's only a fish. A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth when you don't know. You'll pay for it for sure. Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job. That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You're not sailors, man. Something's coming. Something's coming.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Alright, I better not have a drink. Don't want to change my destiny. You better pick that up right now. What'd your mom teach you? Oh, my dude's a beast.
Hey, be careful.
Yo, finally, because my dude in the council is an absolute fucking sloth. She is fine as hell.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Sometimes. Sometimes my truth is that, I will lay right here, you can go home, and when I wake up in the morning, before other people show up, I'll walk home after that. Sometimes it's not a great truth, or a viable one, but it is
I've
the
got
truth.
what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Oh, that's my bad. You already said that, bro.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Torture?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all.
Screams.
There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
He just... Why would he tell me that? He just said it's a she. The fuck?
That'll be all for now.
That'll be all. You may leave. That's what I thought. You keep that spit in your mouth. Alright, I'm gonna go say what's up to my new baby. It's not my baby from the other games, but hey baby. What's shaking with you?
What you looking at, stranger?
Nothing. Just how your eyes reflect the light of the candle right there. And how you're kind of looking a little bit stiff. And also, who is this guy next to you? Is this Arthur from Peaky Blinders? You can do better. What's a woman like you doing in a place like this? Should we go with that one? Alright, nah, I'm gonna try and be slick about it.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold...
Oh, I was offensive with it.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Fuck.
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Oh my god, dude. You should have said it better. Why'd you say it like that? Why'd you have to bring up her fucking gender, man? You know they don't like that. Don't worry, you can do anything a man can do. Your body weight doesn't have anything to do with it. Just remember, if you want to drink, you can drink. Smoke, you smoke. In fact, that little stick that you were smoking a cigarette with makes it look even more manly. Alright, hopefully that wasn't gender insensitive, but, you know, I'm not online or streaming, so it doesn't really fucking matter to me. Alright, later, guys. Where's Bradley? Also, who is Bradley? Maybe he's this guy over here? Bradley! Nope. How am I supposed to know who the fuck Bradley is? And also who's fits me? Are you Bradley?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
A boat? A boat could have done it? Maybe they don't have those boats yet.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Is this Bradley? Oh, okay. You're totally out of your depth. These sailors get upset over nothing. I don't want to make an enemy of the sailors. Let me just ask about what I need.
This address. Warehouse 36. Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You're not sailors. Who am I? Who am I? Edward McFly. Slide right by and take the apple of your eye. Man.
Can we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
Nothing for you here either. Beat-heads.
Wanted to stir us up.
You can stay to watch if
Nothing
you
for
want.
you here either.
Pick up the pieces.
Beat-heads.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true sailor's like.
Okay. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to find Fits Me. It must be over here in this last stop. What you'll soon find out is I have trouble retaining information that was told to me 5 minutes earlier in the game.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Alright, dude, you just stand there looking
I wonder
pretty?
what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Oh, dude, I love cats. I need lots of cats.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
I hope you don't mind that I'm just going to look at everything first before I talk to you.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Macabre? I thought you said that word is macabre. But maybe I'm uncultured. Maybe I'm uncouth. I got more medicine skill? My sanity. Alright, let's read this because this is an important bit of backstory. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the MEWMUSE offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares. that haunt him. They really could have probably fit those last 3 words into the fucking thing so I didn't have to scroll down and ruin my flow. But whatever. Alright, skills. Whoops, went too far. Okay. How many points I gotta use? I got 1. Medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Yo, it is so good that I put some skill into medicine and occultism, because they can only be improved by things that you find in the environment. I feel like I'm going to do a lot of talking, so I need that. Okay. Let's get on to business. What's up, Fitzroy?
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
In truth, I'm never disappointed. It's all about perspective and how you see things. Oh my god, my controller's doing the thing again. You fucking little fucking... you little troll, man.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
If you want to be my baby girl, all you had to do was say so. You didn't got to troll me about it. Oh, alright, let's go. And don't ever look at me like that. And remember, close the door, man. Are we a bunch of animals?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of shipowners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Jugs.
Indeed.
It's jugs.
He specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Jugs. Is it Jugs? Who is Cat? That's my first thing.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I love this grumble everybody has. It's so immersive. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Alright, should I ask him about his brother? Or you think he's gonna get superheated about it? He looks like the type who's gonna take it the wrong way. But is that gonna make him not trust me? How deep does this game go? Is it really going to implicate the rest of the game? Let's think about it while we talk about other stuff.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. You know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Oh my god, I could just walk over there.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You underestimate me. Is this a game for you? Professional.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
I'm not gonna ask him about his bro.
See me when you've got something new.
I don't want him to stop giving me information. I feel like that was the right decision, and I'm gonna consult my diary about it later. But for now, the men have passed, and I'm going to Warehouse 36. They can't understand, man. It's all about peace, love, unity, Jefferson Airplane. Come on. Yeah, Usher my mellow. How do I get in here? Is this not a game where I can't jump? Oh my fucking god. Useless piece piece of great game. This is gonna be amazing because I'm not really paying all that much attention. The hidden spot skill allows you to detect hidden items in close range. Once all these maybe I was still reading it.
Hello, old friend.
I got a bottle of liquor. Okay, I better close the door so nobody suspects anything. This looks foreboding. Can you put the lighter down? Put that shit away, dude.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
That would be Enochian from Supernatural. If you would have watched the show, you would have realized that. You fucking fake fan. Alright, how do I get in here? Clearly, this looks like the way you should go, but my guy can't do anything. What's up, guys?
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you know. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
So Kat must have been my wife in the bar. We're going to have to work on her name because I'm not going to call her Kat all day long. Okay, maybe I can talk to them and convince them that Cat needs something. What's up, y'all?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
I'll beat you to a pulp, homie. Is that
I
it?
can't get rid of those two. I'll have to look for another way.
I thought that was the warehouse over there. Like right here.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
I'd like to know more about the Hawkins case.
I don't think so.
Why did his voice just suddenly change? Okay.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Alright, maybe I gotta listen to these guys again, because I'm starting not to know what to do. Hopefully they let me listen again. It doesn't. Oh, such a mistake. Alright, so maybe I had to do that cue, and then now, excuse me. And now that I did that cue, it's gonna let me jump up over here. Why on earth can I not get up here? Put that away, dude. Put that away, dude. Put that away. What you gotta do? Alright, I just had to hit every button to make sure I for sure couldn't get up there. So this is the fun part of the game where I take something that's really easy and then I proceed to fuck it up and make it overly complicated. Alright. Let me go all the way around again. These guys are gone.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Well, that's fantastic. But I don't see anything that's going to help me. There's a little question mark thing. There's something near me. My spider senses are tingling. Is it this? No? Aha, I knew it. That's what I thought it was.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter. This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Right where I thought it was gonna be. Come on, guys, you could do better. This shit is a breeze. Excuse me? Is there something else I gotta find? I knew that. I was just testing you to make sure that you were paying attention.
A whale vertebra. This place is full of junk. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Yeah. So that was all a test to see if you knew that what these require is a ratchet device and not just a simple lever. See, without your ratchet device, then there would be no way to have the right amount of tension to pull it up. Are you kidding me? This motherfucker more shit to look for.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Alright, and after you get your ratchet device, the next thing that you'll probably need is a cogwheel. Because if you don't have a cogwheel, then your device is going to spin using only one part instead of making the whole entire machine move together.
Looks like everything is in its place.
And that's how
All I
you
have to do is turn this handle.
build a proper grate crank. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and I hope you learned something today. It takes 3 parts to crank up a grate. And lots of wire. Alright, whatever. Let me get in here. This looks like methane gas, but apparently it's safe. It's not safe. I'm dying. I'm dying. And I'm dead. And I can't get back to the entrance in time. Move, dude! Is it possible for me to die in this game? I don't see a health bar or anything. Alright, whatever. Let's just make this quick.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. Smells harmless, but should I beware of psychotropic effects?
Yeah, probably. I'm probably about to start going insane now. Yo, you think I should whip out my lighter? Let's do it. Oh, living life on the edge. I ain't afraid of no fish. Yeah, that's what I thought. Face your fears, kids. Oh my god. Anyway, face your fears, kids. Shit ain't scary. It's fucking petrifying.
This is primitive.
Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can make out what it means. You don't know this about me, but I also study archaeology. So we got hands, the hands of the people who have been here. They want you to know that they've built this city on rock and roll. And then you got green sun, because people often in old cultures pray to the sun, but their sun happens to be green because it's underwater and their god is underwater, so they made a green sun to represent that fact. And they come on boats and they offer it DNA. So they offer it people DNA. This guy over here has a kite, and they hope that they have, through these offerings of DNA, a good fishing season. And I'm about to solve the mystery right here, because whaling was outlawed after the greatest catch, or the deadliest one, I don't remember, in 1847. Their green sun deity got mad. So because they stopped giving offerings of DNA, maybe COVID vaccines or something, he's mad now, and so he's killing off all of the water around because it wants more food and they're not giving him any. That's what I think it is. So now, just like, oh my bad. Apparently I can only apparently I can only have that open for so long. Okay. So now they've just pissed off Poseidon, and because they pissed off Poseidon, it's Montezuma's revenge, you dig? And now it's just like no holds barred
This place stinks.
slugfest, battle royale
What is the
style.
connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Drugs, probably. You know that shit that just made us go insane for about 5 seconds? Probably that shit. Did you just jump? What is happening, dude? What is a reconstruction scene?
What happened here?
Person broke a mirror. Okay, got it.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Oh, wait, I'm not done.
It smells as bad as it looks. These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins' death. Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
There's a secret hidden here, because my little spidey senses are tingling. So I'm going to look for that secret, you dig? Can I do that in a reconstruction scene, or? Okay, so if I walk far away, does it disappear? I'm thinking I'm not able to. Oh, I don't think I read this note.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Le Petit Parisien.
Someone has settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
around you. Someone has settled him. Can you explain what this painting is doing?
This strange... Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door?
Yeah, Andrews.
Your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
What's up, baby? I like the way you walk.
This case has nothing to do with
Is that all you could do?
Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Oh, that was a good one.
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
First off, don't try to be Scarlett Johansson because you could never reach her level of beauty. Second, you're still sexy regardless, and I would still date you if I had the chance.
At the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Oh, this is like a real deal loading screen. Alright, Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley. Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the mansion.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Whoa, this is a lot to... Okay. Spot hidden professional.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
You're talking about Winchester.
That's right. The Hawkins' old caretaker. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. Nothing to do with your case anymore. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, if there's been a law enforcement error. Then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Yo, judging based off the times that they're living in, especially with the prohibition, it's probably this guy right here is probably the killer, this cop. Please don't give a fuck, dude. He'd be out. He'd be like, yo, fuck this island, fuck that girl, fuck her family, fuck. Well, the bar's kind of cool. I do like to drink, but yo, fuck everything. Look at the scar on his cheek. That looks like a 3-month-old wound.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like his son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Okay, so because he is now a suspect in my book, something that you would do as the bad guy most likely when, you know, I start snooping around in that warehouse. You open the door, you're like, hey, you shouldn't be in this warehouse. This is my dad, dude. This is where I've been doing my dirt and my shit like that, you know. So he would probably want to stick with me and see what I know and how much I know. And if I start to figure out too much, then he's right there and he can off me. So I'm going to go ahead and refuse and see what his reply is.
You stay here.
Okay, but don't get the impression that I'll leave you alone inside the mansion.
Yeah, boy. I don't need you, homie. I don't trust you. This is my case. You know that if you would have thrown a little hissy fit, something would have been up, right? My little radar would have gone off like, ba-ding-ding. Alright, maybe I just fucked myself. But who knows? We'll figure that out. I love seats. Wasn't something just glowing over here? Yo, I ain't going up there yet. I'm gonna just go over here and check out this side first. Oh my god.
Jeepers. Poe's prophetic raven.
Jeez. That was pretty mean of them.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. Poor kid. Poor kid. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Where's my heart beating? Alright, the game saved. That's kind of what I was waiting for. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it part here because I'm starting to get tired. And I got to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be hot. And, you know, I got to fucking work on not doing anything productive. So, we're going to leave it like that. I wonder what's going to happen in the next episode. Will I make the right decisions and say the right things? Will there ever be anything else in the game that changes my destiny, or will it only be that one sip of whiskey that I took? You never can be sure. So, make sure you're here for the next one. I guess I'm going to see you then. So for now, MEWMUSE signing off. Goodbye. Have a wonderful night. Or just a decent night. I will do the same. Farewell. Bye.
La shit at the spot. Hey, so the fatty, all back in all